In today's class, we will learn about the nervous tissue. In the previous classes, we have learned about the various types of animal tissues like the epithelial tissue, the connective tissue, the muscular tissue. Now we are going to learn about the nervous tissue. The nervous tissue, if you see the earlier tissues, nervous tissue is different from the other tissues. It receives impulses, transmits impulses and stimuli from the brain to all parts of the body and from different parts of the body to the brain. So its main function is receiving, that is reception, integration and transmission of impulses and stimuli to all parts of the body. The cells of the nervous tissue are surrounded by special connective tissue cells. The nervous tissue and the connective tissue cells, they join together to form the brain, the spinal cord and the nerves. A single nerve cell is known as neuron. As all of you have read earlier, a single nerve cell or the neuron is the longest cell. It can be up to a meter in length. So the longest cell found in human body is the nerve cell or the neuron. A single nerve cell is called as neuron. So I have drawn a structure of neuron. This is the structure of neuron. A neuron consists of a cell body. This whole is known as cell body. This round structure is known as cell body or the cyton. This is also known as cyton. This branched structure is known as dendrites. So these are known as dendrites. These branch structures are known as dendrites. Now let's talk about the cyton. A cyton, this whole structure, star-shaped structure is known as cyton. It has got a prominent nucleus. This is a nucleus. The round structures, the granulated, you see granules are present. These granules are known as Nissls granule. This is known as Nissls granule. The cytoplasm present inside the cyton is known as neuroplasm. This is known as neuroplasm. The Nissls granule that we see here, this is the round granulated structures which is known as Nissls granule. Nissls granule, they contain the ribosomes. Now we come to the dendrites. These are branch structures, hair-like outgrowths which is actually the protoplasmic outgrowth of the cyton. The dendrites, they collect impulses. They gather impulses from the surrounding areas and send it to the axon. This stem-like structure is known as axon through the cyton. The impulses first comes to the cyton and then it travels down towards the axon. We see a stem-like structure that is arising from the axon. This stem-like structure is known as axon. The axon it carries impulses from the cytron towards the nerve ending, and it gives the impulses, transmits the impulses to other nerves. So the axon is this stem-like structure. It has a covering. You see, it has a covering which is known as medullated or medullary sheath. This covering is known as medullary sheath. There are gaps here which are known as the node of Ranvier. This is known as nodes of Ranvier. Now you see the ending of the axon. These are knob-like structures which is known as the knob ending. A gap is present. Here you can see a gap is present which joins other nerves. A different neuron will join it. So the space between the two neurons is known as synapse. The space between the two neurons or the junction between the two neurons is known as synapse. This synapse, it transmits impulse to other nerve. This is another nerve or the neuron, and the impulses or the stimuli will be transmitted from this nerve to this nerve through the synapse. Now children, we must know that the impulses are transmitted through neurotransmitters, which is actually a chemical known as acetylcholine. Neurons are of two types. First is sensory neuron and the second is motor neuron. Now let us see the function of the neurons or the nervous tissue. The functions. The first function of the nervous tissue is sensation. The nervous tissue picks up sensations like touch, pain, then smell, taste, and other stimuli also. So the first function of the nervous tissue is sensation. All types of sensation. The second function is response to stimuli. The nervous tissue, it gives response to all sorts of stimuli that takes place near our body or surrounding our cells. So this is response to stimuli. First is sensation, second is response to stimuli. The third important function of the nervous tissue is to control. It controls all the body activities. All the activities of the body are controlled by the nervous tissue. We must remember that our brain is also made up of nervous tissue. The next important function of the nervous tissue is coordination. It coordinates all the body functioning. All the functions of the body is coordinated by the nervous tissue. Then another function is the learned behavior. Next is the learned behavior, that is learning, reasoning, learned behavior. learning, reasoning, memory, all these functions are controlled by the nervous tissue. Our intelligence is also controlled by the nervous tissue. So today we have learned about the nervous tissue. A single neuron is the unit of the nervous tissue. So neuron is a unit of the nervous tissue. We have learned about the structure of the neuron. It comprises of the cyton, that is the cell body, a stem-like structure which is known as axon, and the branches. These branches, branch-like structures which is known as dendrites. The dendrites collect the impulses and the stimuli from the surrounding areas and send it towards the cyton. From the cyton it goes towards the axon and then it reaches to the effector organ. So this was the end of the chapter tissue. In this chapter we have learned about the plant cells, plant tissues in detail, and the animal tissues, their structure, their location and their function in detail.